Hi YouTube, it's me again, I'm back, and we're with part whatever the fuck it is, Project Ovlov. Now, I've made quite a big decision on Project Ovlov. As anyone knows, well, I don't know if you've been following the series, I got it from a mate who used it as a yard car, used to collect parts and stuff in it, then literally parked in the yard for a year. It was unloved, it was abused, it's a piece of crap. And I put it back on the road for fairly minimal money, bar the clutch that I had to put in it, which I did myself as well. But the long and short of it, she has a few cosmetic issues and like interior issues and just little things that you would expect for a car of this age and at its mileage. Now, I was perfectly happy with all these things. I was just going to run it and I was going to get rid of it and buy something prettier. But I've changed my mind. I've decided she's that good a car, and she's a good car. I'm going to try and clean it up. Now, I've had a repair done to my seat by the wife because it was fucked. She sewed it back together with some fishing line. I don't know if that's in the video. But yeah, that has stuck together for the past 6 months. That's been absolutely mint. Not come apart or anything. But the seat is well worn and it's fucked. My heated seat don't work on my side. The wife's works lovely, but the seats, they're hammered. I'll show you that when we get to it. So I'm thinking I'm going to buy, because I don't think no leather restorer is going to fix it. And mine's seat needs another bit of sewing, and yeah, the seat warmer don't work. I might as well just fuck it off and get another one, probably two. The back seat I'm not quite as bothered about because I don't get to see it, and two, the kids sit on it, and then they'll, if they destroy it, then I'm not really going to be as arsed as if I just put a new one in and then they fucked it up. You know what I mean? Kids ruin stuff. That's just how it is. So I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to get a wheel with a little fake walnut insert in it because my wheel's a little bit worn. I need a gear stick, knob and gator because that just looks shit. It looks shit. It's old, it's shit, it's falling to bits, there you go. I don't know if I'll put a genuine one on because they are bloody expensive nowadays. Then I've got just a few little niggly bits and bobs, doodads to do inside. Just stuff like 2 door panels rattle. You give them a whack, they don't rattle, but then they'll just start rattling again. I think everything else works. Oh yeah, the steering wheel functions. Cruise control works, but I can't turn it up or down on that. No, that wasn't never an issue, and it's still not really an issue. But I'd like to see if we can fix that. But it's paint. Paint is mostly the problem on this car. It's bad. It's scratched. It's dinged. It's got a good bang in it on one corner, which I've popped out a bit, but it's not really. Yeah. Well, I'll walk you around and I'll show you. But basically, long and short of it is, I'm going to try and clean it. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to give it some paint correction, try and get rid of as many of the scratches and dings and stuff as I can. I've got a little dent puller, like glue-on thing that you pop them out with, and so I'll try and do that. I did do that on one video, I think, but then I tried to, off camera, fettle it a bit, and I dinged it back in. Yeah. But there's a couple of little ones like that. Now, they're simple, I can do that. But there's one on the passenger rear quarter, which is it's a ding, it's a donk. But you've got to remember this car's done 223,000 miles, which is nearly to the moon. So she's going to have a few imperfections. My major problem is the dullness of the bonnet. The bonnet is dull as fuck. There's no shine to it whatsoever. And there's a strip probably about as fat as my finger, there's about as long as my finger, where the lacquer's come off completely. I'm going to go out and try and see if this stuff that I got in my pocket, which I used, which was really good. This is not sponsored, by the way. That's just the shit that I bought from the shop and it was cheap. I used it to try just like a test spot. It was mint. It was fucking mint. So I'm going to go out now. I'm going to try that on the bonnet as well. I'm going to see what's happening there. But otherwise, the plan's going to be probably buff the entire car with this stuff. Maybe get a machine polisher, so I don't have to do it all by hand, but probably do it all by hand. And then I was going to get a bonnet and a bumper the same colour, because the bumper's got a crack, the front bumper has, it's always had a crack. So yeah, I was thinking I was going to do that. But now I'm thinking maybe just to leave the imperfections and say, well, it is what it is. It looks good for what it is. So I think that's the plan. So I'm going to try and see if we can get this bonnet shiny again. So I'm going to sort stuff out, get some shit to go outside, and then I'll show you a few bits on the car that I'm not happy with, that we're going to hopefully improve. Bollocks, put my hand over the camera. What a dickhead. Right, it's windy, so it's tough. You're just going to have to deal with that. There's nothing I can do about it. Right, now this panel here had an handprint that was like etched into the lacquer, and that buffed straight out. And this was very, very badly scratched. Now you can see she's still scratched, but that was really in your face. It was white. That was really bad. Let's have a look inside. Right, now I keep my cars clean, obviously, but you got children, stuff gets ruined. But these seats, when I first got it, they were black, they were ruined. Now these could possibly come up with a restore. I mean, this side, it really, the middle, yeah, but there's a little bit of something here which has really marked that, worn it out, marked it. I'm not sure what it is. No, to be fair, I could probably get away with giving the rear a good leather clean. Now the front seats, they're a different thing. Let's get to the front seats. Alright, number one thing you'll see straight away is big seat tear in mine. Yeah, I'm not even sure how you would repair that, to repair it, to even ask the wife to repair it. That's a repair. You'll have to blame me for the colour of the fishing line, because that's all I could get at the time. But yeah, as you can see, fishing line don't fucking break and come apart again, and she did that with a leather needle, and she's done a cracking job. But yeah, she's well worn. Handbrake gaiter, gear knob, gear stick gaiter. The wife's seat's got, I mean, if it didn't have that hole in it, I'd probably be alright just to clean that one up too. I mean, they are clean, obviously, but you know, with the leather restorers, get rid of all the dark patches and, but yeah. Yeah, here's some evidence of how bad it used to be. Now I've cleaned the shit out of that. Like, you should have seen the filth come off it. Now imagine that, twice as bad everywhere. Yeah, that's how this was when I got it. Steering wheel, as you can see, she's worn. It's not bad. Somebody had one of them crappy steering wheel covers on it and I ate them, so I took it off. Yeah, so not too bad, but she does need a few little bits and bobs. But yeah, I've got the walnut door bits and the dashboard bit. So I'm thinking one of the with the walnut wheels, maybe gear knob too, maybe handbrake lever. Didn't think about that. But yeah, moving along. Now, door's not too bad, but we've got some good scratches in it. We've got some more stuff here. That's like etched into the lacquer. It doesn't scrub off. I've had this car 6 months. I've tried to clean it, but that will come out just like that did. And to be fair, that was minimal effort. That was me and a rag and about 5% effort, because I really didn't want to do it. So for that, you can't really complain. But this, oh yeah, that's a good angle. You can see how the shine has gone from the bonnet. And then we've got, oh, the bit bigger than I said, missing piece of lacquer. Little crack on my bumper. But overall, just, oh yeah, the ding. Oh, the ding. The ding. I forgot about the ding. So it's what I mean, it's minor, but it's the ding. Now, when I got it, that was pushed in a bit more, and this light was broke, so I've replaced the light and I pushed it out a bit. Yes, this is not pretty. Now, my mum borrowed my car. She'll say she didn't do that, but she did do that because it wasn't there before she borrowed it. There's another one somewhere else. But I mean, I'm not moaning. I mean, you can't really. The roof. Somebody's obviously had a roof rack on it at some point. There's scratches. I can't find them now. But there's a load of scratches and stuff on there, so it's pretty shitty. But these pieces, so I've got surface rust. But these are trim pieces. I believe these can be replaced, so that's not an issue. Shit come to shove, we'll replace them. But I think we're just going to go for a good polish. I think I'm going to have to probably go for a machine polish, which I don't actually possess, so I'll have to either borrow or buy one. So we'll see. Now I'm gonna do a test patch on this bonnet with this stuff to see if I can make it shine a bit more, well, and stay shiny. I had a Ready 30 when I was a youth that was actually pink, and me and the mate spent a week polishing it to make it look nice and beautiful and red and shiny again, and then a week later it was fucking pink again. So I don't want to be able to do that, so I want to see if this is going to come up and whether it's going to be any good at all. So I'm going to have to scrub and have a see and then bring you back, because I ain't got a camera person and I ain't got nothing to hold the camera with. So I'm going to do it here, so we're going to have like a good before and after, hopefully. Yeah, we'll see. Alright, so you can see a definite where I stopped, and it does look better, but that was just like a one quick go. And I think I'm going to apply it a couple more times and see what happens. But it's pretty much doing what I expected, which is not a lot. It did do something. You can see the line. I don't know if you can make it out. I can see it through the phone screen, so give it a bit more and I'll bring it back again. Alright, so I must have blended it because it's not so obvious the line anymore. It has improved it greatly, but I don't know if it's enough. You can't really tell, and you definitely can't tell like this, but it's nice and smooth, and here not. Yes, so it's definitely done something. So what I reckon this needs is, this is going to need the machine polish, definitely, 100%. And that's a shame about that bit. Really wants re-lacquering or painting, or I don't know how you do it. But yeah, and this here, what's this? Looks like an animal, I don't know, but as you can see, look, they didn't look after this car at all. So it's lucky that I care enough about it to do something about it. Oh yeah, I actually did that. I dunked it into my mate Eddie's camper van in the Morrison's car park. He knows, it's all good. Yeah, I'm just gonna go and see if I can borrow a polisher, I reckon, to expedite this whole thing. Plus, I think you'd be there a week trying to get that off yourself by hand. The rest of it, that can be done by hand, that's no problem. But if I can get a buffer, then I'll do the old lot. So, I'll be back. Right, so I tried to acquire a buffer, and that was a bit harder than I thought it was going to be. Probably going to have to buy one. That's just the way it is. My mate Fat Rick though, shout out Fat Rick, he told me that really I need to wet sand that bonnet first with 2000 grit wet and dry fucking sandpaper, obviously wet. Yeah, and then buff it, and he reckons that'll bring that up beautiful, so he says. Now, I'm not normally into fixing paint. Normally, well, if you check some of my other videos on the channel, you'll see I like rust. I like to take paint off and then pour vinegar and water all over the bastards and let them rust. So this is usually, well, it's the exact opposite to what I usually do. So, yeah, Right, man, a couple of technical issues with the laptop, so I don't know if this video is going to go out in 1 or 2 bits or whatever, or yeah. I guess you'll know if a end screen pops up somewhere around here, and yeah, if it is the end, then I'll see you next time. If not, you'll see me shortly.